Welcome then everyone to week 2 of training for our first ever ultra marathon, the Foxton Hound Ultra 50k. This week we feature 2 races, an 11 mile and a full effort at the Wyre Forest Park Run.
So it is Tuesday and it is our first run of the week. On the cards today is 6 miles easy. I've just got the clock on for my watch. I'm not tracking the heart rate. I'm just going out there based off how it feels. Again, we spoke in last week where I'm trying to build that kind of intuition for how everything feels. And we are joined by 2 lovely horses. Interesting fact for you, I'm actually scared of horses. They came close to me as I got a photo and kind of backed off a little bit. Yeah, but today we are out on the evening, set out about 7:30. And what I want to ask you is, do you prefer running in the morning or the evening? And the reason for that is I predominantly run morning, afternoon, really. And I was speaking to my brother and he's been getting a lot more of his runs in kind of morning as well. But when he did his training for the North Downs Way 50, he got most of his runs done in the evening. He put the kids to bed, go out, do 10 miles or so, and he kind of misses that. And I said, how? Like, I don't know, it's something for me about the evening. It's like, yeah, it's nice to come out, and especially in the summer when it is a little bit cooler as well. But the one thing that I absolutely hate about running in the evening is having that run linger over you all day, thinking, oh, I've got to get out, I've got to run. And obviously I want to get out and I want to run, but I don't know, just having it in the back of my mind, it just really annoys me. So yeah, let me know, what do you think? Do you prefer running morning, afternoon, evening, or are you just grateful to be running at any time of the day regardless? Because obviously it is an absolute privilege being out here. And today was actually a really frustrating day for me. I had to go take the bike in for its MOT and service fine. MOT didn't get done, but the chap was kind enough to not MOT it and give me a warning in advance because one of the forks is leaking. So I've got to get that sorted. But then the MOT runs out before I can get it sorted. Got to get it sorted somewhere else. It's just a whole lot of hassle. Which, it is what it is, I absolutely love biking. I haven't been out on the bike anywhere near as much as I should have. And the thing that I'm trying to do is, how can I combine biking with running? And where my battle is like, I could bike to some of these amazing places, go running up in the hills, but then what am I going to do with my gear? And I could get a top box for the bike, and that's not a problem. I could put the helmet in there and my gear. But then once I finish the run, I'm going to come back, get changed, get into all the bike gear when I'm sweaty. And I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I can do it. I'm just kind of making excuses. But it would be a great way to combine both the hobbies. Run done then. I did check my heart rate about halfway through after one of the hills, because obviously after pushing up the hill, I felt, I tried to maintain the same effort as what I had on the flat the whole time. And after I got to the top, I obviously felt a little bit more out of breath. Then there's a bit of a downhill, and I wanted to just make sure that I was still in my zone 2. And at that point, I was at an average heart rate of 152. Now that is the upper end of my Z2, and that's fine. I'm fine with being there. And the pace was feeling good. I was feeling good. And I've just checked it now. I finished the workout. Obviously, I have it on the screen here for you as well. 6 miles done, average heart rate of 151, and then also under 9 minutes a mile. And I very rarely do my easy runs at that. I'm going to see how recovery kind of feels tomorrow, because I'm happy that we've ran, that sort of pace at that heart rate, because that just, to me now, is a bonkers pace that I can run that and feel, relatively good and happy. Obviously, yes, I'm going to pay attention to how the legs and that feel tomorrow, especially because I have a workout tomorrow on the Wednesday. But positive news that when I felt good. Yes, it was pushed a little bit more than what my normal runs at. When I try and stick around 140 to 145 beats a minute, it can be as slow as like 10:30 a mile, and that's fine. But I'm just trying to test the water, see how it feels. But either way, another day done and feeling good.
On to workout day, which is Wednesday, the 25th of June. A big workout about to happen. So it's workout day. Today we have a workout that I'm actually pretty scared of, not gonna lie to you.
Starting off with 2 miles easy, and then we're going into the 1, 2, 3, 4 pyramid, back to 3, 2, 1, and then we have a 3-minute recovery, and then we've got 5 minutes, 5 times 1 minute on, 1 minute off, and then 2 miles to finish. I've got a loop that we're gonna go around. So we had a fly on the screen. You've got a loop of some nice roads that we're gonna go around. It's a little bit hilly, not too bad, but that's obviously gonna add a little bit more to it. And I should probably stop procrastinating and go and get this done on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Let's go. Right, 1 mile done. The easy warm-up, 1 more to go. We're about to pop our first gel. I've got 2 gels with me today. Got the High 5 caffeine gel, 23 grams of carbs, and then the Science and Sport Beta Fuel, 40 grams of carbs. And we've also got a drink, which is 30 grams of carbs. So, a lot of carbs, but I think we're going to need it. Get into the first rep, and obviously the timing of it, we've got this hill. Camera probably doesn't do it justice, but it's fairly lengthy, fairly steep, but obviously we'll go with it. My liberation, I'm celebrating my liberation. Done. Good start. Plenty more to go. Right, main bulk of the workout done. We've now got 3 minutes recovery as that watch beeps over. 3 minutes, and then 5 of 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Definitely felt it in those last 2 reps, but very happy. Let's get it finished. I'm celebrating my liberation. I'm celebrating my liberation. I'm celebrating my liberation. One done. Felt really good actually. I did have to walk the first 30 seconds of the 5 by 1 minutes, like the recovery, and then obviously jog the last 30, but I'm absolutely fine with that. That's not a problem. I'd say that's probably, to date, I want to say my best workout yet. It's a little bit hard because there was quite a lot of hills up and down, so obviously I'm going to keep an eye more on the gap pace, I think, because obviously there was times where I knew I was going a lot quicker than what I was meant to because there was so much of a downhill. But then obviously in return, I put the effort back in on the uphill, so don't know how I feel about that, but other than that, yeah, really happy, really good workout. On Friday, I was a little bit pushed for time, so we just got in our 6 miles easy with 40 times 30-second hill strides. And I'm a massive fan of finishing off a run with some hill strides. Onto park run, and today is going to be a full send effort at the Wye Forest Park Run. 350 feet of elevation gain across that 5k, a monster of a course. So the way I wanted to run this was to try and beat my previous time here, which was 23 minutes and 10 seconds, if I remember correctly. But to go completely off feel, I wanted to try and hit sub 21 minutes, which is difficult to do on this course for myself, but to just go off how I felt. So I started to watch and then didn't have anything on the watch face. And I really enjoyed doing this sort of running at times because you have absolutely no idea what pace you're running at. I have no alerts on. I don't tick over on the miles, absolutely nothing.
So then what I decided to do was say, right, let's stay with the man in the orange vest. I know he's one of the quicker runners here. He tends to do this on a weekly basis, and just trying to stay with him for as long as possible and ensure basically that I don't get overtaken. I can do overtaking, but don't let myself get overtaken. And thankfully, we kind of managed to do that throughout the whole run, and we just persisted with it. The first 2 miles are net downhill, and that final mile is very much heavy on the elevation side, and you certainly feel it as you get close into that final finish line. So we pushed and we pushed and we pushed and we pushed, and we managed to come over the line in a whopping 20 minutes and 40 seconds,
Come on then,
which I was very, very happy with.
Great running.
As we cheer on my brother who was just finishing up his run here.
That was tough. We clocked in on the watch at 20:41. I ran completely just off feel. Had just the time, like the clock on the watch, and didn't look at it once. Finished 5th overall. I said I wanted to try and finish top 7 and sub 21, which my last PB here was like 23:10, and that was just after the Manchester Marathon the week after that. Which now, on reflection, maybe I'll look at the stats. I think in about 4 weeks we might be able to run a 19-minute 5k. 2050 2 weeks ago, 1952 weeks ago at Pitchcroft for our 5k PB, and 2041 there. I think that adds on about a minute to a minute and a half. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe a sub 19 is on the cards very soon. Brother smashingly well. He was a bit hungover, so he clocked in at 26 minutes, I think, which he was very happy with. Now it's coffee time.
And on to Sunday. This was a race, but kind of a long run with just a race inside of it, really. Me and my brother just planned to go there and just enjoy the day, not push ourselves too hard. And this was at the Bromsgrove Bumble 11 miler. You have 2 options. You have a 5 miler and an 11 miler. And yeah, it was a nice day for it, actually. Wasn't too hot. Sun was out a little bit here and there. Trails were good. And it was actually a really, really enjoyable race. One that I would recommend people to do.
So look from you and I would walk away. I just hit Cartman singing it. Oh, is it? At the moment.
Takes you through lots of farmers' fields, lots of paths that you just kind of didn't know were there. Yeah, definitely something for us to look on the cards for next year as well.
Can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, 'cause when we're doing our thing where the wheels won't stop turning. I know we're acting stupid, we're being dumb, maybe just a little bit foolish, but I feel so young. Just go a little crazy and lose it. I don't care if we're dumb, it's the only way we know how to do it. You make me feel so young.
As me and my brother were running and just enjoying ourselves, we ended up getting into the 7 mile mark, and we hit a hill, and my brother wanted to back off a little bit. His heart rate was getting a little bit high, and obviously just wanted to keep it nice and chill. That's where I decided to just push on a little bit further and put a little bit more of an effort in that final 4 miles. This was my long run for the day, so I just wanted to come away with a little bit of a push, and that's exactly what we did. And then we crossed over that finish line in 1:45. And that's another week done then of training for the Foxton Hound Ultra 50k. See you in the next one.